tock, tick tock. It's not the TikTok videos, it's the TikTok of the internal boiler keeping the machine heated on this Rancilio 3-group Invicta espresso machine. It's part of their specialty line, which competes with a lot of different machines and gives you a lot of different features. And in this video, we're going to show you making espresso, cappuccino, lattes, and basically some of the features that can pull an extraordinary shot. But before we do that, we need to take a little break and move this machine from the front counter to the back counter. As you can see, it's a nice front, but if you want to put the machine on the back counter, it's fine as well. But we want to move it back there so we can show you on making espresso, cappuccino, lattes, and as well as showing you some of the features that are built into this fabulous espresso machine. We'll be right back. Okay, so we have our steam wand here. You want to lock the steam right there to steam milk, or you want to do like a quick burst if you turn clockwise. Hot water you can program for the 2 different cups here, and if you click on the menu here, you can program how much the timing is in seconds and how hot the water you want to be. There is a cold water feed into the hot water that's coming from the bottom of the boiler. And it's called an economizer, and that's how you're able to change the temperature, because if you want a higher temp, it'll be more water from the steam boiler. If you want colder, it'll be more water from the cold water line. So there's a mixture, and this is pretty easy to change. We'll go back to the menu. Again, I always have a problem with my fingers on these menus for some reason. It's not the machine, it's actually me. Okay, so we hit back. For each group, you can program the parameters, which basically is in milliliters. You can change it, I believe, to pulses, and that's the total milliliters. How long is the pre-infusion? That's the time, okay? And then the timing for the special shot. So it'll be 9 seconds pre-infusion, 20 seconds of full pump pressure. You could do it, turn on the manual if you want, manually, turn it off. You can sync it across 3 group heads, or you can have each group head programmed separately. And then it says here test on, test off, and then again with my fingers, horrible when it comes to these displays. So first group, second group, third group, you can program. You want to program the pressure in the boiler, which is the steam, maximum 1.4 and down to a minimum of, let's see, 0.6. I don't like 0.6. There's not a lot of steam power. I'll go right to the max. Now, this can impact your temperature that you program. We'll do another video on that. And there, my right finger is working better today than my left. So we go to the first group. You could program the one button here and the other button here, and this is the manual. You don't see any programming capability there. So you can have it programmed for each way. Okay, see, beautiful. Now my right finger is it. And let's make an espresso. We'll make a double shot. Dry the basket. Okay, you want to make sure it's nice and dry. We like to use paper towels because they're throwaways, but more waste, but also a towel. I'm going to grind some coffee here. As you can see, I like to, my technique is to grind a little extra. And this is kind of old school. You want to get a grinder that's going to measure or weigh for you, measure by time or weigh. I like to level it out. Tap. Take the tamper. You might have an auto tamper. I like to have the rim of, on a hand tamper, the rim of the tamper to the rim of the basket. Okay, this is a very tight fit. Make sure it's nice and level. Make sure the portafilter is also hot. Lock it in. Now, if you notice on a brand new machine, portafilters don't go to 6 o'clock. They'll come somewhere here. Over time, they'll move to 6 and then eventually to 5 o'clock. Typically, when you get around 5 o'clock, it's usually too late to change the group head gaskets in here. We'll get a cup on this side and a shot glass on this side so you can see the shot. And let's pull, let's hit this button here. So here's your pre-infusion time. If I remember correctly, it was 9 seconds. There's your shot clock. And I didn't even program the grinder yet. This is just right from another machine. And here it's a little too fast. The pre-infusion was nice. A little bit too much espresso. There we go. So pulled 22 seconds and good crema there. We have a shot glass from the SCA. Now if we want to make a cappuccino, take a steaming pitcher, nice and cold, not hot from the top of the machine. Typically 1/3 to half full. You want to bleed it out a little bit. I'll just put this here. And this thing is lightning fast. Okay, I'm going to turn it off, give it a little burst, and a little spillage there, a little knock, couple big bubbles, not bad. Take our espresso, actually we'll take the one from here, and nice Rancilio cup from years ago. And no latte art today. This is basically a tiny cappuccino cup. I think it's like 5 or 7 ounces, very, very tiny. I want to add a dollop of milk to the espresso. Could do that as well. So very quick workflow. Cleaning the wand, do it as quickly as possible. Any milk builds up here, wet terry cloth, no abrasives, no detergents unless it's made for the cleaning of the milk. If you get some buildup, let it just soak in water. Hot water, we'll take some hot water out of there. Okay. Okay, if you saw the injection going on in there with the cold water and hot water, and just a little spillage there, always clean up. Let it soak. 10-15 minutes, it should wipe off. Unless there's a lot of buildup, let it do overnight. And that's basically the fabulous cups, and not only fabulous in looks but also in taste, based on the programmability of this machine. Well, I'm glad you made it this far through the video. Hopefully you learned some things about this wonderful espresso and cappuccino machine designed for commercial use, office use, and in some cases home use. So you can enjoy this wonderful machine and pull some extraordinary shots, program it to your liking and for your customers or your office staff or people who live in your home. Thank you for watching. This is Java Jim with First Line Equipment. If you have any questions or comments, please contact us, let us know. Coffee first, everything else second.